Hey guys, Future Gohan, it's J2 here. I wanted to put up the second part of my review of the BoBoBo manga, and this is part of the Shonen Jump Advanced series. As you can see, this was a really thick book, and took me a lot longer to read than the ordinary volume. The reason why it took me so long to read this, the reason why it took me so long to make this video is because this one took me so long. Because I finished this like on Friday, and I recorded the other ones like on Tuesday, so that was a long time. But anyway, I just wanted to update you guys really quick. I just saw the Video Game Awards, and god dang, those were terrible. But just watch Neo Game Spark's video that's going to be coming up soon, and it'll basically explain my thoughts as well. For those of you who don't know, Skyrim won Game of the Year, and I am extremely disappointed, because they basically chose that game based on the hype, purely on the hype, instead of a game that actually has quality. I'm not saying Skyrim is bad, but it has a lot of glitches and all this other stuff, you know. I really believe Arkham City should have won, but again, not my decision. And again, I'm going off topic. BoBoBo. Okay. So, the thing about the volumes thing is that I was discovering in the last part, I just found out that this one is either Volume 8, I've heard it's Volume 8, but in French, in the French manga volumes that have actually gone up to Volume 20, this says it's Volume 9, however I have heard it is Volume 8, so I'm not 100% sure which is true. So it's either one of the two. And the Shonen Jump manga volumes that have been released, 1 through 5, that's actually 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So they are not 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are, you know, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And this one actually just doesn't have a number, but it's really, you know, number 9 or number 8. I'm not entirely sure. It just says BoBoBo, you know, and I heard this is their most popular one. Just quick little couple things I wanted to review. There are indeed a lot more Dragon Ball Z parodies in this one. Like just look at this one. He's smashed him through the thing, and then he's like, "Yo, Spear Dork, get a load of my high wind air pressure technique." And then BoBoBo's like, "Fist of the nose hair, Kamehameha." And the only thing that attack is just a cardboard cutout comes out of nowhere of Goku forming the Kamehameha with Piccolo and Krillin. And it does nothing. And then he knocks him away, and he's like, "Vegeta!" You know, I just thought that was really funny. See, here's the thing, guys. Everyone hates on this because, oh, it's so random. This sucks. It's so random. You know, it doesn't make any sense. But then again, they'll turn around and go. Then they'll turn around and say, you know, then they will turn around completely, and they'll just be like, Fooly Cooly is FLCL is the best show, is the best manga ever because just how random it is. You know, it's so random and it's so hilarious. But then when they go back to turn around and say BoBoBo, it sucks because it's so random. Make up your mind. You know, it is really crazy. I love BoBoBo because it's random, and I love FLCL because it's random. You know, don't be a hypocrite. Oh yeah, and then in this scene, they go into a children's playground, and they literally turn into little children. Like it's supposed to be something where it's supposed to be like anyone who goes into the children's playground automatically becomes a kid. Yeah, it says, "Don't worry, in this attraction, everyone becomes a child again. It's very popular. People can go back to their childhoods and play with other kids." So, you know, it's kind of like a new invention, and I like what some of the kids turn into. Like, this was Papa Rocks, apparently, when he was a kid. And then, apparently, BoBoBo was a young samurai when he was a kid, and apparently, Jelly Jiggler was a narcissist when he was a kid. So, you know, it's got some, and then apparently they formed a boy band. I don't know, this is just hilarious because it's just so random. And then, like, since he's a young kid, he doesn't have nose hair, and so when he tries to use Fist of the Nose Hair, the only thing that comes out is snot. I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny. Oh yeah, and then there's this skit about nightmares and stuff like that. Like this guy's name is Nightmare, and he releases all these people's nightmares, and apparently Jelly Jigglers is him being whipped by all these tofu, by a whole bunch of blocks of tofu. Papa Rock's nightmare apparently is not a nightmare apparently, and apparently BoBoBo's nightmare is him turning into a kangaroo, followed by other kangaroos and wanting to play basketball. And Nightmare's like, what is that supposed to mean? This one guy's like, oops, it went in my pouch. I don't know, I just think this is hilarious. And then they try doing the BoBoBo fusion as kids, and they turn completely deformed. I don't know, I just thought this was really funny. They still beat their opponent without barely even trying. Personally, BoBoBo is really strong. Like, I'm not even kidding. BoBoBo is really strong. Everyone's like, oh, Bobo, you know, he's not all that strong. He's actually really strong. He died, and then he beat up one of the death gods and forced him, Jelly Jiggler, and Papa Rocks. They all died in one of the volumes 1 through 5, and they went in and beat up some god that was like the god of the underrealm or whatever, and forced them to bring them back to life, and they come back literally from underground. You know, it's just really crazy. And then there's another one, there's another DBZ reference in here where it's got Papa Rocks doing the Goku speech with Frieza, when Frieza killed Krillin. I just want to see if I could find it somewhere. I might have passed it up already. But, let's see. Yeah, I bet you I passed it up already. But, oh, and fun fact, actually, Papa Rocks, his name in the anime was actually changed to Don Patch, which, it had to do something about how Papa Rocks was the name of a candy in America or in Japan, and something about, yeah, I'm not all up on it like some other people are, but like it's just like some copyright thing, so they had to change his name in the anime. Oh yeah, here it is. Like he goes up to this guy and he's cuddling. Papa Rock's cuddling up this doll. And he's like, as long as my baby is okay, nothing else matters. And then this guy goes up and crushes his doll. And then he's like, he's like, I will crush all of you just like that doll. And then he's like, just like this doll. His name was Earl. I think you meant to say Earl, didn't you, creep? And he's got this Super Saiyan little aura there. I don't know. I just thought that was really funny. Oh yeah, and this guy he's fighting is actually supposed to be like a Terminator ripoff, from what I understand. He's like yeah, my name is T-500. You know, he's like I've been ordered to come here and kill BoBoBo and his team. That's basically all I really have to say about this issue. To be honest, this issue wasn't as funny, in my opinion, as volumes 1 through 5 were. I think volume 4 was probably my favorite. Like volumes 4 and 5, I think were my favorite, but I don't know. This one was still hilarious. I'm not even kidding. This one's still really funny. So I recommend you guys check out the entire BoBoBo series. I just wanted you to keep in mind that this is either volume 8 or 9, and then the volumes that have been released 1 through 5, it's actually 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. And I hope you guys have a good night, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.